Alrighty, good morning, folks. We are back, and as you can see, the DJI Mic 2 came in, so we're going to be using that. You didn't see the video because I was trying to edit it last night, but these little, you can't see them, but the handles that I have here for my camera for the strap kept bouncing across it, so I already know about the noise. All right, so anyway, we are back. I got some more parts, and then I also ordered some additional items that will hopefully fix some issues that we ran into. So when I finished recording, I actually tested the audio. The audio does work inside the fellowship hall. I plugged my laptop into that. Now, one thing I noticed, the volume inside the fellowship hall was still low. So that makes me think how they daisy chained all of the speakers together. This is my assumption. I don't know this, but it just, in theory, it makes sense. It's almost as if it's just not enough power going out and just daisy chaining from each speaker. So what anyway, so what, and plus is only, I'm only able to plug it into either one channel on the mixer. So what I ordered is two 50-foot 1/4-inch cables. So the kitchen I'm actually going to have plugged into the monitor out on that system, so it'll have its separate volume compared to the fellowship hall, and then the fellowship hall will actually truly be split to left and right channels. So, and that will have its own volume for there. That should be here tomorrow. So I will ultimately come back down here on Thursday. Plus, I had a church contact me that's actually on the way, leaving from here, heading back to Richmond and Henderson. They wanted me to stop by because I guess I'm guessing New Hope, they had saw some of the cameras and they got my contact information. So I'm going to set up some time to visit them on Thursday on my way back because the TV is going to be here tomorrow. The idea is to get all the rest of this stuff done so that when I come Thursday when the TV is here, when I come here tomorrow, Wednesday, when the TV is here, we can just focus on that and clean up everything. And then Thursday, I'll come down here, but it won't be that long. It'll mainly just be to hook up these cables, especially when I find the path, and then make a visit to New Hope. I'll try and do that tomorrow, and then the other church, Henderson, and then we'll be done. But what we're going to focus on now, I did get confirmation those cameras are going to go in here, so I'm going to mount the other camera up here somewhere, get the other camera on the other side done, and then do a pilot hole. I forgot my push rods. I left that in the car. Get my push rods, push those up, find the path so that we can run all of our cables in the ceiling. But what I'm going to do is I got my breakfast again because I bought it yesterday and I never ate it. And it just got cold and I threw it away. So I'm going to go ahead, get the rest of my stuff, eat some breakfast, then start doing the cameras, mounting them, then run our cables, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, so again, everything is still working in here. These are some extra cables that I had left over from another install I did. So what I am planning on doing is I'm gonna get up here and disconnect these speakers, and I'm gonna move the sound system. Well, actually, I don't need to move the sound system. I'm gonna use their old one and just plug it in here just to see, because like I said, I have no proof of this, but what I'm thinking is how the cables, they're daisy chained. I'm thinking it's just not getting enough power on this side to these speakers. That's why it's so low. I have it cranked up, and when I had it cranked up, it was barely doing anything. So what I'm going to do is move this over here. I think I got some cables, or they should have some here, because these are just couplers that I have here that I had left over. What I'm going to do is hook those up and see if we get some sound and if it's loud enough, and then we'll know that the cables that we'll have coming in will be good enough to handle the issue with the sound. So let me go ahead and find the cable and test that out. So I have my laptop connected and that's going through, and I have that volume maxed out. what I really think, I think those speakers are blown. So let me let them know that, and we might have to change those out for them. Alrighty, so let me measure off how high this camera is so that way I'm at the same height when I put this on the other side, and then we will move to mount the one in the front. I'm trying to think, I might put it over to the left, over on this side. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, somewhere like over here somewhere. But then again, that could all change. You know, I'm gonna put this camera up over here, then I'm gonna go up and see what I'm dealing with up there and see if I can get this cable, because that will determine if I need to do conduit just to go straight back or what. Also, I did buy the 2 monitors to replace. I'm gonna put that up there. The other mount is gonna be here today, so that'll be something else I do tomorrow. But got them 2 24-inch. Actually, the TVs were cheaper than a regular computer monitor, especially the ones I normally order. They wouldn't have been here in time. They would have got here Saturday, so I didn't want to come down here. I want to have this stuff done this week. So let's get up here, measure this, move this over, ladder over, mount this other camera, and then we go from there. Alrighty, we got that one mounted. Now let's look at the type of connections that are needed to get sound from the sound system. And then I'm gonna go back outside, grab the monitors, hang one of them, and then we'll make the trip in the attic to see how we can get our cables and avoid having to buy a whole bunch of conduit. So back here, put these cables down. Also, I need to move the computer back over here. You have to figure out what is available for sound out, and I'm not going to be able to do this without putting this camera down. Let's see. All right, so that scared me. That actually is this. Wow, that was crazy. That kind of scared me. This noise just came from here. So, need to find an out that is available. It doesn't look like this board supports a separate bus, so it does have a monitor out. If that's not being used, maybe I can use that as a secondary out for the stream. I really cannot see. These cables are very tight to get behind here. So that's a power amp out. Left monitor out. Mix out. I don't know why they have these mixed like this. So that's left speaker out, right speaker out. So neither one of these is actually, it's not doing a proper left and right channel out. So what I'm going to do is this cable I will plug into the left and right, and that's how we can get audio out. And because the board does not support a separate mix, it is going to be exactly the same thing that is going to the house is what is going to go to the stream. Now, I didn't talk about it yesterday, but I did run a stream test. They actually have DSL here, and it definitely does not provide a fast enough connection to stream. So I think they are aware of that, If not, I will remind them about that. All right, so we got that connected. Let's go ahead and get the monitors in here, and I really hope both of them can fit right there. If not, one of them is going to go back. But nah, we need to do them. I got articulating mounts, so we should be able to pull them out and give some distance. So let me bring them in, and we start marking those up, and then we'll hang those. Alrighty, we got one monitor up. Let me turn you around here. All right, we got one up, and once I know that it's fine, I'll have them push flat, or I mean, they might like it like this. For the ATEM, the pull-out shells are actually going to be here this afternoon as well too, so I'll be able to do that. And I got the ones that screw into the bottom of here wouldn't be here on time. The other ones actually clip onto the front, and they just slide there, so that'll be fine. So computer's going to be over here. And because of it all depends on the height of where this is, most likely I might move the ATEM up under here. Actually, no, the keyboard right here, ATEM right here. So I'll switch what's on each display once we get here. Got the audio on here. Let's turn that back on. I don't know if it's still gonna. I have no idea. Good Lord. Sounds like a jet getting ready to take off. Don't really know what that is, but let me put this down, and then we're going to go in the ceiling and find a path to where we can get to the cables. Alrighty, so we're up here, and there's where the security camera is, and the TV is up under here somewhere. So I need to climb in that corner and then get up here to see how I can get to where the cables are. Getting the cable back here is not going to be a problem. I should go get these cables now so that I can do this while I'm up here. But let me walk this first, and I can see where we're going and make sure we got space for everything. Alrighty, almost in the back. So it is a clear path. So, no, ow, my head, ow. It is a clear path. Did they put a conduit right there? It looks like they did. We're gonna actually open up a new hole so that we can get over there, and that is gonna be really tight. All right, so what I'm gonna do, walk back over there. I'm gonna pull enough cables on the floor so I can pull all of them up here. Let me actually, am I even recording? Yes, I am. So I'm gonna get 3 Ethernet cables and 4 SDI cables, just tape all of them together and tape them up there, down there, make a hole, push my push rod through, which I have a 12-foot push rod, be able to push it up, hopefully angle it so I don't have to walk all the way down there, grab that, pull that up, and then make the holes for each of the other locations for the cameras on the sides, drop 2 in that direction, 2 on the other side, and then all the rest of them will come all the way back to the front for the TV. And ow, hit my head in the exact same place. It's for the steeple for the front TV. So let me walk back here, not hitting my head, and let's make some holes to run these cables. Alrighty, folks. Made some very good progress. All the cameras are installed. We got everything ran. I actually ran out of BNC connectors, so I wasn't able to connect the last TV. Well, the TV is not here. It's going to be here tomorrow, but we got their computer up, but I don't know what their password is, so I can't get in there to install everything. For whatever reason, I'm not getting an IP address. These two are not getting an IP address, so I'm most likely going to have to re-terminate those cables. I mean, it's a direct run, so not that big of an issue. So we'll fix that. What else? I gotta flip this one. And again, I can't control it right now. These two I can't control. Even switching on to the network over here, I can't get to it. So it must be I must have flipped the cables backwards or something like that. So that's real simple. Get up there, re-terminate that one, re-terminate the one in the front. If that's not it, do here. I have some server conduit that I'm gonna put here tomorrow when I'm back. Gonna test sound. Hopefully we can get into the computer, we can install the software and do all of that. And get my computer up out of here. I need to also install the ATEM software on that computer. Let's see. Disconnect this. I need to actually get a new laptop. My network card that's on the laptop isn't responding. That's why I have to use that Anchor dongle. Again, I don't know why from there, but like for example, if we look at, can I set this so y'all can see it? Move this so this doesn't fall. All right, so like if we come here and we do a search and we search for Visca IP, see it doesn't find any, which makes me sit back and think it must be something with how I terminated those cables. But if we connect to number one, time out. What in the world is going on here? I don't think, I know the internet is there. I don't know why we're having some issues. Let's just turn everything off and back on. So that's the ATEM, the cameras. The cameras are the 4 over that way. So we look on here. See, this doesn't get an IP address. That doesn't. That is set. That's set. That's 241, 242, and it's supposed to be 34. So if we come back over here, timed out. In the world. Let's turn this and just see. All right, we're on the network. That's not a problem. Let me disconnect the 2 trouble children cameras there. Let me come back here. Set that back to my static IP address. And camera 1. Timeout. In the world. Let's power off. Power on. Everything was working. What in the world? All right, so we left these two off. We get in the IP address you see right there. So let's see, camera 1, time out. What in the world could this be? Let's disconnect it from the internet. Oh, excuse me. And now it's just straight static, and I'm able to go there. It's something with the internet, because now, as you can see, we can move it. That's strange. All I did was disconnect from their router, and that's number 2. So you can see that we can control it. Not really sure what's up with that, but oh well, we got that. Now I'm wondering if I connect back, and I already shut my computer off. Let's see. And it says it can't get an IP address. That is a DHCP. I wonder if I'm outside of the range of what that router is expecting. So again, that got nothing. That flipped. Let's go over here because I set up a monitor close by just so I can try and adjust this. Never mind. That ain't gonna work because I need it to get an IP address, and the camera won't let me set the IP address from here. So if we go to communication, see DHCP is on, but see it won't let me set the IP address. Because if I turn it off, see I can't go down to the menu to adjust it. And DHCP won't work because we're off of the router. That's why it failed. I might just hook my laptop back. No, AJ, I gotta. It's almost 4 o'clock, and it's gonna take me 2 hours to get back. So that's just something I have to adjust and address tomorrow, as well as try and fix the camera up there. Maybe I can do it from a distance. But anyway, that's what we got going on. We gonna be here tomorrow. Of course, Best Buy did not call me to confirm the window of time. So we're gonna have to get down here super early because they said the window of time between is 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm gonna call them on the way back. I didn't get any phone call at all to confirm the time, but we're gonna get some help. Hang that TV. Worst case scenario, I might have to pull the mount down some. Just from the size of the TV, I'm assuming the bracket is going to be in the center of the TV. And if that's the case, then we're good to go. All we got to do is connect that, terminate the extra SDI cable in the back, and then we're good. Let me take you while I'm doing this. Actually re-terminated the cable in the conference room. So I got that working. They got it like really crammed in there, but I was able to get that there. Let me take you over here. So as you can see, we got an image in here. So the only thing that's really left is this TV, and I hate these mounts. It's like it's an Allen key in there, and I've really got to get there to pull this whole thing off. This is why I like the arms that pull away so you can work behind these easily. But we got to do that. I have to use the dip switch on this to set the audio type on here. Not a big deal. The new cables for this will be delivered today. They should be there when I get home. We found some of the issues. What we're going to do is see on the back there, hopefully you can see, there is a left and a right and a monitor out. So we're going to connect the monitor out to these speakers in here, and then the other one, we have new cables that are going to go directly to the ones here in the fellowship hall. And we turned this up to 2 and it was blasting. So I really think just how these were wired is not getting enough power, because when I bypassed it and went directly to the speaker, it was, let me put it this way, it was fine. These speakers still seem like they're probably blown. We actually took one of the speakers from the sanctuary and brought it over here. That's why this cable is on the floor. And it was plenty loud. I just think that we're gonna not address changing these right now. We're just gonna run new cables, see if that fixes it. If it doesn't, they know that we're gonna have to just probably just change out the speakers, which is gonna be simple since everything else is done. This is probably gonna be we'll use this on another project, and we're gonna tidy this up here. And I don't know if this even has an HDMI out. No, it doesn't, so that ain't gonna be used. Besides that, I think we are good to go. Making very, very good time. I did get everything accomplished that I was aiming for. I wanted it to be by Wednesday. The main thing I just needed to do was to get help, and we're gonna hang the TV. So technically that's really all we have to do. Tomorrow, I do have to also work on getting this cable done. Worst case scenario, I'll just daisy chain it off of this TV and we'll be right here. And then we run another line over there. But I think there has to be another cable in here, in this wall somewhere. Once I get the TV off, we are able to figure that out. What else? I think that's mainly it. I'm waiting to see how the audio turned out with this. I was using the DJI Mic 2 the entire day, and I'm happy with it so far. But anyway, let's pack up, turn everything off, and we'll get on the road, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. And technically, we should be done tomorrow. We might have a little odds and ends that we have to do, but the grand scheme will be done. All the cables are ran. We don't have to go in the ceiling for anything. It's just mainly hanging the camera, maybe re-terminating the front camera, and the Ethernet here. Worst case scenario, I might have to change the router, but I shouldn't have to do that. But anyway, I probably will come. Nah, the first video was pretty long. Y'all haven't seen that. I'll probably do this all together just to get it over with. Because it's by the time I get home and then I had to be back up, I'm tired by the time I get home. That's why you haven't seen this video. So we'll just combine all of these together. Again, information is down below to everything that we used here. And if you ever need any help, you can hit me up at ajhomes.com/consultations. Set up an appointment, phone, video, on-site, whatever. We do it that way. And again, I appreciate y'all reaching out, because in my older videos, I did have my number, but I've had a couple of people call. And again, most of the time I'm in the ceiling, so I really can't answer the phone. So I'm probably going to just set up some more time specifically when I can and can't answer the phone. But again, I want to be able to help y'all as much as we can. But please go through that way. That's the easiest way for me to get in touch with you and follow back up with you. But anyway, that's about it. We will see y'all tomorrow.